By now, K-drama viewers are probably all too familiar with the transformation trope, where a female lead loses weight, puts on makeup, and adorns beautiful clothes. But what if things switch up for once, and this time, it's the male lead who's transforming into a handsome and stylish guy? Lo and behold, here are Korean dramas with stunning male makeovers. Number 1. Pinocchio. Released in 2014, Pinocchio has become a classic with its extreme popularity. The series follows Ki Ha-myung, whose family suffered under wrongful accusations by the press. He was later adopted by the female lead's grandfather, who mistook the guy for his deceased son. Ha-myung, played by the handsome actor Lee Jong-suk, started the series looking all country bumpkin with scruffy hair and unfashionable clothes. He also had no friends except for the female lead, who suffers from the Pinocchio syndrome, and thus can't lie without hiccuping. But things soon change, and so does Ha-myung's appearance. To support the female lead's dream to become a reporter, he applied along with her, and was dragged to take a makeover. From his previous village idiot image, Ha-myung transformed into a dandy-looking gentleman. His brush-back ash-brown hair shows off the actor's forehead, and couple that with a fitting vest suit, we have a total eye candy. A haircut really makes a huge difference, and the same can be said for the next case. Number 2. Dream High. When it comes to this iconic drama, people probably think about IU's character and her total transformation.
한 200일 만인가?
But don't forget there's also a male character that got his looks updated. Played by superstar Kim Soo-hyun, Song Sam-dong is a guy from the countryside, who pays little care to his appearance. While a genius in music, Sam-dong was more interested in becoming a good farmer, hence his tattered appearance with probably the worst haircut you can imagine. However, after he fell in love with the female lead and followed her into Kirin High School, he finally got rid of all that terrible hair and dropped his ugly farmer attire in favor of better-looking clothes. The new hair fits the handsome actor well, and with Sam-dong's cute personality added to the mix, it's no wonder that quite a lot of hearts were stolen watching the show. For Sam-dong and Ha-myung, the difference between boorish and stylish may just be a little bit of effort. But for the guys in the next cases, it may include some supernatural forces. Number 3. Vivid Romance. Dumped by both his girlfriend and his part-time job, In-sung, the male lead of Vivid Romance, seemed to be having a miserable life. Desperate and homeless, the guy decided to become a drug test volunteer for a shady medical company. And it was from here that his life grew a bit extraordinary. Apparently, the drug side effects caused In-sung to develop superpowers. And he went from a meek, nerdy guy to having superhuman strength and intelligence. He can now accomplish all the things he failed at before. And with newfound confidence, the guy decided to have a makeover. In-sung forewent his messy bangs and large glasses, dyed his hair, and looked all cool with his long flowy coat and sick strength, attracting all the girls in the process. Not that we recommend shady medications, but it sure did work out for our male lead. Another case where not-so-natural reasons prompt a dramatic transformation is in Abyss. For a crime series, Abyss embraces a lot of fantasy elements, as some aliens dropped Abyss, a stone that can resurrect the dead. However, instead of retaining their old appearances, people are revived into the form of their souls. And this is exactly what happened to our male lead. From a guy who was dumped by his fiancée for being ugly, Cha-min was suddenly reborn into a handsome face, abs included. Even his longtime crush couldn't resist Min's newfound charm. At least until she was murdered and Min was deemed the prime suspect. He used Abyss to resurrect her, and together, they set out to find the real person behind her death. Min may get the better end of the stick, but not all supernatural forces come with appearance-changing powers. Which leads us to the next movie, where hitting the gym is still extremely necessary. Number 5. The Dude in Me. After an incident that caused ex-gangster boss Pan-soo and bullied high school student Dong-hyun to exchange bodies, hilarity ensues. Worried that he will get health problems as the overweight Dong-hyun, Ponsu decided to get his newfound body in shape. After boxing, running, and 1,000 rounds of fitness training, the former gangster managed to once again transform into a completely new man. Fit, handsome, and attracting the eyes of all schoolmates. The movie is funny, heartfelt, and we get to see B1A4's Chin Young in cool action scenes. What's not to like? It also showcases the actual pain and effort that goes into a makeover, instead of just spending one day in the salon. So kudos to the screenwriter. That said, the final drama on today's list also includes a painstaking transformation that one had to work hard for. Number 6. The Last Empress. Set in a fictional South Korea, where a monarchy still rules the land, male lead Na Wang-sik found his mother killed by the king in a car accident. However, his mother's death was completely brushed under the rug, and Wang-sik found himself in grave danger, as the royals tried to bury their secrets. To seek revenge, he completely abandoned his old identity. From a fat, hopeless man with a tendency for violence, he transformed into a handsome male guard, with much better hair and a completely new name. The drastic transformation is on par with that in Birth of a Beauty. Except this time, there's no plastic surgery involved, just a lot of determination and mountain climbing. It is surreal, yes, but we're not complaining when the handsome Wang-sik popped up on the screen. So really, it's a win-win situation. That's it for our list of male transformations. But before the video ends, here's an honorable mention. Crash Landing on You. There's a fair share of makeovers in Crash Landing on You, as both the male lead and the female lead had their runway moments. But the star of today's video is no other than the male lead subordinates, the adorable yet hilarious crew of North Korean soldiers. When the crew arrived in South Korea and found the female lead, she gave them a credit card to spend on whatever they wanted. The result? A makeover that fits them right in with other Seoul men. It was epic, and even more so funny when one of them was scouted by entertainment companies. So what are your thoughts on male transformations? Are they better than the female ones? Did we miss out on any other series? Just comment down below. And if you want more videos like this, like, share, and subscribe to bbalidrama. We will come back soon. See ya!